Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having an absolute fantastic game. Yes, version 1.211, latest version, infested with the KPZ-07 PE tank, the German one, right? The one you can get for resources. Let's quickly go through it. Vents, rammer, vert stabs, no directive, food. It's buttermilk from the core clan. Shout out to you guys. How many of you got this thing? Let's see if he's got a number. He's Wargaming 6,605th biggest customer. Not to be confused by some players who were bigger customers, faster, stronger. I always say, the guy who hands over the resources first is Wargaming's biggest moron. Let's watch the replay here, guys. Is it going to break the game? Is it super powerful? Is it amazing? Hey, you notice I'm back live. I've still got a little bit of a library of amazing 1.20 replays that I'm going to show. There's probably 6 or 7 more because you guys sent me such amazing games and I had them and I recorded the gameplay, and so, you know, got to do the commentary. Why throw them away? They're amazingly funny and fun and happy. Okay, this guy knows what he's doing. Hey, if someone is Wargaming 6,605th biggest customer, probably knows what he's doing. And there's 3 of these per side. German heavy, shoots fairly fast. Reload is, you know, bigger, stronger, faster. It's got 270, let's go ahead, 270 pen 410 alpha APCR. Then it has 320 pen 410 alpha heat. 320 pen heat. It's standard. What about the HE round is 110, 525. It's a good, these German tanks, right? Fairly high pen. The way I gauge whether a an HE round is good or not is the not the alpha, because the alpha is like Wargaming roll for me. It's the penetration. If you have an HE round with a 900 alpha, but it only has a 28 pen, you're never going to pen, and so you're never going to get that. He's like, oh, my new brand new tank that I spent all my resources. How did he get me from that far away? He shot you in the cupola. So if you don't pen your HE round, you guys know what I'm saying, right? This is not a conspiracy theory. If you don't pen your HE round, you get a weird roll based on a weird mathematical function based on some weird mechanics of armor modeling and angles and things. So Wargaming decides, right? I mean, you can aim. I know. There's a. If you see a Borsig or a shit barn or a light tank and you load your HE round and you make sure you don't hit the tracks or the gun barrel, you hit the flat, nice armor that, you know, very weakly armored targets. It's fine. Yeah, that's all true. But generally speaking, an HE round, if it has like 28 pen, 30 pen, some of the low tiers, or even some of the higher tiers, they have really bad pen, but they have decent alpha. You're never going to pen if you're in a hurry or if you're shooting long range at certain targets, and so you're going to get trolled on your rolls, right? But this, a lot of the German tanks, they have, like, look at this. What did I say? 110 pen. If this guy's careful, he can penetrate some decently armored targets from the side or the rear, if you like it up the rear. Giving it up the rear with the HE shell, you can penetrate those shots, and then all of a sudden you're 525. I would make an argument for packing a little bit more HE on this thing, especially if you're high, top tier. You end up fighting tier 8s. You know how many tier 8s? if you see the side of some of the big boxy German medium tanks, or a lot of tanks, if you see their sides, not the ones with the tracks or the spaced armor, like don't try it on an IS-3, but you know, a lot of the other ones, you shoot them in the side with 110 pen. You can pen if you're careful. If you're one of those, you have to be a good player. You have to assess the situation and be ready, and know what to do. And you know, you have to have that crew skill, that the one that lets you switch. What's the one that lets you switch ammo? Intuition. You have to have intuition. And if you have intuition yourself and intuition the skill, now you see his guy, got the side of that guy. I know you remember he's only got 60 millimeters of side armor. I gotta avoid the space armor. I gotta shoot him above the tracks, below this. I gotta shoot him in that band, and I'm gonna load an HE shell. Boop, and you get the HE shell. And boom, you roll 592. So long way to say the HE shell is pretty good. Now, let's get back to it. I'm going to feature a couple of games in this tank. You've probably seen all the other content creators go on and on about how amazing it was and how, oh, look at me, I set a record. I got mine really fast. Look. Hee. You've seen all that. I'm just showing you some, it's been a little bit of time now, so I'm showing you some gameplay. Right? Some people have taken it out, and I think the consensus is it's pretty good. It's decent. You know, it's not game breaking, but it's very decent. And it has played correctly, like this guy. You notice he's side scraping beautifully. He's bouncing. He's bounced 5,370. He's not just pulling out and showing his lower plate or angling and showing his side. Right? He's gonna. Ooh, careful. Oh, and he knows what he's doing. It's kind of like a mini Mr. Plow, and he's going to just allow this guy to. Oh, that was a mistake. They're ganging up on you now. They're ganging up on you now. Okay, now let's see how he does. Don't shoot the side, shoot the... Now that's interesting. The enemy exploded before his shell fired, and he got credit for the kill. So I guess Wargaming just decided that he should get that kill. Was that an optical effect? I mean, he didn't aim that shot, but it deviated into the lower plate. So this guy, guys, this guy's side scraping perfectly in this thing. He's doing an amazing job side scraping. He's only showing his... he's got some problems. Now he shoots his counterpart in the lower plate like you're supposed to. And his counterpart is coming. Just ram him. Boop. There you go. His counterpart was a little slow in the, the strategy part of this game. Wait a minute. Does it tell you? This guy's the 6,605th biggest one. This guy's probably like number 240. He's higher up on the moron list. Oh, gun handling looks amazing. I think Wargaming is going to do more of these, guys. I think this is kind of like the new trend, and a lot of people are saying, well, that's a good thing. Right, like, hear me out. Claus, you're supposed to be complaining and making fun of Wargaming. Hold on a second. A lot of people are saying, well, it's resources, and you can get yourself a tier 10, which is pretty decent. Doesn't cost money, and there's like a raffle or whatever. You got to get in there and get it quick. And so if you're a devoted player and you've saved up all these different resources, well, this gives you incentive to save them up to shoot Muppets that aren't doing anything in the Shar. What? Well, the Shar he's playing! It gives you something to use your resources, right? It is introducing some more disparity in the player base, because those casual players that never build up this amount of resources will never get these type of tanks. There's a couple of them now, right, that you can get for the resources. They'll never have their number. Where is it? They'll never have their number on the back of their tank, and you can make the argument that these tanks that are available like this are kind of special. They're pretty good. So the players that play a lot and have all the resources and maybe spend some money on a premium account and maybe spend some money on some gold or whatever that they want to allocate to them, they're going to get them, and the regular players aren't, and there's going to be more disparity. Same old argument, right? And that's the way it is. That's the way it is. There's no beating a dead horse, arguing that one. There's no sense arguing. That's just the way it is. But at least it's not. At least it's not here. Here's a good new tier 10 tank. Give us $80. Remember when they were going to go through with the crew change? They were look behind you. Just snap it. Snap it. Or aim it. You know, if you aim, you're going to miss. Aiming just decreases DPM. You remember the crew changes? I was worried that at the crew changes, when you could get a 10-point crew or an 80-point, whatever they're calling. Remember those? I was worried that it was going to go that way. They were going to sell tier 10 premium tanks and then allow you to buy a 50 or 80-point crew member. So, you know, special tier 10 premium tank, give us $100 and you get it with a totally decked out crew. But it never went that way. It went this way. So maybe that's a good thing. So Buttermilch from the Core Clan aces this thing with 10 kills, 10,820 damage. Probably one of the best games played in this tank so far. So let's watch another game in one of these new tanks. And this is Puke, I guess his name, from the KVAS clan. Shout out to you guys. He's got hardening. Is that turbo or improved rotation? I can never tell. I think it's turbo. Hardening, turbo, gun rammer, no directive, running food. He's running on food. Running on. Okay, here he goes. And I want some feedback from you guys in the comment section. Let me know. Are you in the camp that, like maybe you're a casual player and you'll never have a chance of getting one of these? I mean, these tier 10 tanks that you can get for allocating your resources, these special offers, and you're getting shit on them in your tier 8s. And you think, boy, that's really, it's unfair. Maybe you're of that side. And if you are, you're probably not watching videos on the game, right? Because you're a casual player. You probably don't even watch YouTube videos, so you might not be at many of those. But there are a lot of casual players that, you know, they come in and they go, oh, another one of these. And this guy, look, he does not have the number. Huh? He's not a biggest. Or are you on the side that, yeah, this is a good idea. Why not give us something to, because if you play a lot, you build up resources, you're constantly getting all this stuff, right? You're getting all the different elements that you can spend on these things. So this gives you incentive. And why not bounce off the roof? It gives you incentive to accumulate the resources while you play, so that eventually, every now and then, you can have one of these tier 10 tanks to buy. What side are you on? I'm gonna guess most people are gonna say, yeah, it's a good thing. Why not? Otherwise, why have the resources? You're gonna get them. Why, it's the game, right? I think I'm leaning that's the way I am. I wish. Oh, his friend had a fire extinguisher. That's good. Is there a way? Because I'm always looking out for the little guy, right? I'm always looking out for the regular schmoes. Is there a way you can have players that don't play as much, that will never have the free resources? I guess they could pay, right? They could buy the resources to get it if they have. But then a casual player, they don't do that. So it's a, what is it? Is it a dichotomy? No, it's a, what's the word? It's a conundrum. It's a conundrum. Like a banana. Right? So like my science teacher in grade 9 science class, he, what did he say? He was trying to explain that a grape is not a fruit. And one of the guys in the class put up his hand and he says, that's right, a grape is not a fruit. Only... What is this? No, a strawberry is not a fruit because it has something on the skin. A strawberry and a raspberry are not fruits. They're berries. But a grape is a fruit. And an apple is a fruit and a pear is a fruit. But a banana is not a fruit. And the science teacher said, why is a banana not a fruit? And he said, it's a conundrum. And the science teacher said, do you mean a congestion? And he said, no, a conundrum. And then the science teacher said, so what's a vegetable? And the guy goes, just a dummy. And I don't know why I find that funny, but I did not make that up. You guys, do you guys have, let's ask you a question here, do you have like, when you age and you get older, you know, I'm not an old man, but not as old as Jingles, but you remember back in your life, you remember like the odd occasional little thing. Like if I think back of what it was like in grade 9, this is me in grade 9, baby. This is me in grade 9. This is me in grade 9. Reference? Anyone know the reference there? If you think back, like you can remember in general, oh, grade 9 was fun. Oh, I had lots of friends. Oh, I hated grade, but there's precise little things that you recall, and it doesn't have to be in grade 9, it can be anything, right? Like you might remember a 10-second something that happened when you were a certain age, and you remember it very clearly, right? And then you don't remember anything else for that 4-year period of your life. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how memory works. A couple of things you remember so clearly, and they're in your mind like pictures on a wall. You can reference them, and that was one of them in grade 9 class. And he's sitting there, and this guy having an argument with the science teacher about fruits. What's a fruit and what's not a fruit? What's a fruit and what's a berry? And they were around. Banana's not a fruit. What is it? It's a conundrum. You mean a congestion? Well, then what's a vegetable? Just a dummy. And the science teacher just goes like this. And it was the funniest thing, and I don't know how a kid in grade 9 could have that conversation, or how he... But it happened, right? I remember it. Now the comment section is going to be full of things you guys remember from like the old days, instead of telling me whether you think having these tanks that you can get for resources is a good or bad idea. I'm going to have all the weird stories. And it's funny how you remember just... You guys know, right? This is the funny little things that you remember. All right, tell me your weird stories. Those are more fun too, this stupid tank game. Look at DC-100, he's so scared now. He's wondering, why is this German heavy tank better than me? You're the E-100, you're the big German heavy tank. Owned by the new and improved German heavy tank, which actually has turret armor and gun accuracy. That's the thing, right? So if you're the casual player and you're playing the E100, you grind and grind and grind, you get to the E100, but you don't have a premium account, and you don't save up the bonds or the gold or the free XP or all the combination of stuff that you can use to get these, and you don't get one. You're not going to put money in there. You don't get one, and you roll out with your E100, and these just came out, and there's 3 of these per side. And then you're in the E100, and the matchmaker says, oh, you're a German heavy tank, so we got to give the other team another German heavy tank. We'll give them another Kampfpanzer 07 PE. So the enemy team has 4 of these. Your team has 3 of these. You're in the E100. You come around the corner, and you face one of these. And things don't go your way. That's World of Tanks, I guess. Eh? That's what I was trying. Long story short, that's what I was trying to get at. And now they're going to go cap. They're going to be in your base soon. Is the thing. Oh, he spotted that. He's ready. Oh, good blind shot. Good blind shot. Good blind shot. He's probably still there. Another good blind shot. I don't know if those hit. We'll check his blind shot total later, guys. But they run the risk here of these leopard. You see, there's two leopard, a leopard and a leopard prototype. Those two could have easily ran and capped, and not to win, right? Oh yeah, no cap, kill all. Why do you want to cap? Well, if the two leopards went and capped, they would have to go and reset, and then the T10 and the tortoise could be ready. Or the leopard, they could be ready to shoot them, right? Look at the mini-map here. The T10 could be in here or here or here. And the two leopards could go cap. Which would force these guys to move, right? That's why capping is a good strategy. I don't understand why the enemy team... Like, if they just flounder forward now... If they decide, oh, let's no cap, kill all, and they flounder forward... Then they're going to get killed, right? Because this guy's ready. As is the IS-32, as is the Kranwagen probably watching the other side. 10 tier, go, 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 says IS-32. No. He's waiting because he's got time to go. And I don't understand why, like, where would you be if you were a leopard? The leopard's fast. They could easily have made it to the cap. And that would be a very good strategy for the leopards if the two of them work together. Are the leopards in the same? No, they're not in the same platoon. There's a lot of platoons in this game, which is a little fishy. And this is the demo? Beta. Oh, puke. He's playing this in beta. This is a beta replay. Okay. Let's just see what happens here, guys. Let's see what happens. But I mean, the tank itself is solid. What are they going to do? If you were one of the enemy leopards, wouldn't you be in the cap by now? Plus, if the enemy comes to reset, you're so fast you can scoot away. And then you have them in your sights. There's 4 of them. Maybe the enemy team has gone back to protect their base? Why would they do that if they're winning 4-3? There you go. Okay, one of them finally in the cap. See? Someone capped. He had to move forward. Now, let me just stop it right here. Why the hell isn't someone in this position here shooting now? The reason you cap is to entice them forward, but of course, the bumbling fools that they are... Oh! Oh! And they're all exactly where they were before. Wow. What a collection of clowns. Go reset, buddy, or you're going to lose. You've only got a minute left. Go reset. You got your teammates worried about these guys. Boom, right through the lower plate. Go reset. And that's what the Object 430U says in chat. KP said reset or lost. And yeah, and he's already waited a little bit too long. This is deceivingly far. It's he'll make it, but it was close. Because the cap is deceivingly far away. Okay, he's got him. And that guy's going to sit there and... Oh! Now, this poor T10 did the correct thing. The leopards should be here. In the cap or around this corner, and they would win. But the leopards just floundered around doing nothing. And I'd have to say it's the leopard's fault. Boom. Now look at this. A German heavy tank manhandling a Russian heavy tank. Wargaming, what's going on? Oh, he took one there. And you can just do it now. There you go. And I have to put up my hand and say the Leopards lost this game if they lose. Because they're doing absolutely nothing. Pathetic. Pathetic job, Leopards. They could have easily won this game. With the guns they have, the Leopards have good guns. And they're mobile, and they could have set up a lot better. But they're trying now, but too little too late. The Leopard actually rammed. He lost all his HP by ram because the Leopard, you are a Muppet. Here's the bird, here's the Leopard. I'm going to move him forward in the room. I'm going to ram him in there. He's going to lose all my HP to him. Mark! Clueless player. Just to throw a close game. Like, just say... That is... sad. It's a sad situation. And it's getting more and more absurd. Reference? Fantastic game. 11,209 damage, 5 kills. Made some credits. Leopard. Dumb and Dumber. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Keep the channel growing. I can't speak. Keep the channel growing. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.